Good morning, everybody. It's time for morning. This morning, let's talk about something that we rarely want to talk about or to do. Sacrifice. That's right. On this Memorial Day morning, on this Memorial Day, happy Memorial Day. Enjoy your time off and this holiday. Uh, Sunday. Let's talk about something that we rarely talk about: sacrifice. We keep away from that word like it's leprosy, but we need to talk about it, especially on today. Sacrifice, sacrifice. Well, let's greet some people and then get into the word on this morning. Typically I would talk about the message on yesterday, and that was the pain, the purpose, and the power of family. You want to get that sermon. You do. It's not a typical message. You want to watch it. You really do. New Life Tube 1, New Life Tube 1, New Life Tube 1. And that's what you want to go check it out because it was like an intake. That's how the Lord gave it me the word is to do it like I was having a family therapy intake. And so it's very, very different, but I think it will really bless you. Go check that out. Go check that out. Facebook Live or New Life Tube One. I think it will bless you. And today though, it's about sacrifice, which in some respects does point us to what I'm going to be ministering on this coming Sunday. On Can't Miss Communion Sunday. Let's greet some people this morning. Good morning, Pastor Richard. I saw the post. My God, it looked really wonderful. I know you were trying to get everything squared away for the ceremony and the ordination and all. I hope that everything did. You got the paperwork and stuff. But my African son, and the New Life family, the Life Changers in Liberia, you guys ought to check them out. Powerful ministry, wonderful man of God and woman of God. Shout out to him and Annie on this morning. Good morning, Tony. How are you on this morning? Wendy, how are you on this morning? Good morning. How are you? Deacon Jordan, how are you? Sonda, how are you? Patrice, how are you on this morning? Brenda, how are you? Ella, how are you? I know it's a holiday morning. Holiday morning. Some folks said, you know what? I'm sleeping in. I'll catch Bishop later. I ain't gonna get up. I got an opportunity to sleep in, so that's what I'm going to do. But nevertheless, I got a word for you on this morning. Before I do that, though, I do want to just remind you, go back and watch the message on yesterday, the pain, purpose, and power of family. The Lord bless, He spoke, and I believe it will help you. If your family is not in need of it now, trust and believe there's somebody you know that will. Good morning, Minister Sent. How are you on this morning? All is well there in Fayetteville, North Carolina. Fayetteville, North Carolina. I was almost went home this past weekend. My high school and my hometown, they do a big thing every year, Memorial Day. All the classes get together and all over the community. I really missed that. I got to get back in the flow. Speaking of, how are you doing there, classmate? My neighbor, homegirl, Dolores, how are you? Let's get into the word this morning. Let's get into the word this morning. The text to talk to take away: sacrifice. Sacrifice is a word that we shy away from. And on this Memorial Day morning, when we're thinking about the sacrifice of so many, I think it's important that we have a devotion that speaks to that. The text to talk to take away: John 15:13. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down his life for his friend. Greater love than no man than this, that a man, and I add woman, would lay down their life for a friend. Here's the word on sacrifice. Three things I want to share with you very quickly. When there is someone that you are engaged with in a journey in life with, there should be, at the beck and call, three things. you should be able and be ready to sacrifice your treasure. Your treasure. That's right. The treasure that you have, the money that you have, the things that you have, the resources that you have, particularly money, is a tool. It's not something that we are greedy with, but if you have it, you should sacrifice it for those whom you are in journey and in life together with if they are in need. If you got it, sacrifice it because we're in a journey together. We are in this thing together. If I have a fault, is that I'm just way too free hearted. But I just believe in sacrificing my treasure. Sacrificing my treasure. If I'm in relationship, if I have it, you have it. The second thing is sacrifice your talent. Your talent. What gift do you have? What particular nuance that you can bring to the table that can help somebody? Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's just the fact that you have an ability to fix something, to do something, to cook something, whatever the case may be. If you have it and you're in life doing life with somebody, we ought to be able to see your sacrifice. We should be able to see your sacrifice. Here's the third and final thing. If you're in relationship, as it says, greater love, if you have that greater love, hath no man than this, that someone will lay down their life. You sacrifice your time. Your time. Why do I say time? And why is that such a huge thing? It's next to life. Because once you give that time, you don't get it back. When you give of your time, you give of your life. You give of your life. Every morning, weekday morning, God say the same. I try to give up my time. I try to give up my time. I can never get it back. Time is life. And that's what the text speaks to. So if you are doing life with someone and there is a love relationship, and I'm not talking about some of passion or what have you, but if there is a relationship there, you should be willing to sacrifice your time, your life, your time, your talent, your treasure on this Memorial Day. How about it? Sacrifice. How about it? What's your takeaway on this morning? Find someone who is worth your sacrifice. Find somebody who's worth your sacrifice and then do it. The Lord be with you today. May his face shine upon you and give you peace. Share this, man. If it bless you, bless somebody else. I'll see you tomorrow morning with more Morning Manna. Enjoy your holiday Monday off. God bless you. Bye.